Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from Saba Satellite Channel from Marib. Let's begin with the headlines.
President Al-Alimi returns to Aden, praises progress in economic and financial reforms.
Yemen participates in 11th Arab-Chinese Civilization Dialogue Conference in Beijing.
UNRWA warns of dire winter conditions for displaced families in Gaza.
Welcome once again, and here are the details. President Rashad Mohammed Al-Alimi, President of the Presidential Leadership Council, sent a cable of congratulations to His Majesty King Mohammed VI, King of the Kingdom of Morocco, on the occasion of his country's Independence Day.
In the message, President Al-Alimi, on behalf of the council members, the government and the Yemeni people, extended his warmest congratulations and best wishes to King Mohammed VI for the continued health and happiness, to the government and people of Morocco for further progress and prosperity.
The President also praised the steadfast position of the Kingdom of Morocco in standing alongside Yemen, its people and its legitimate political leadership, and supporting their aspirations to restore state institutions and end the coup out backed by Iran-backed Houthi militia.
President Dr. Rashad Mohammed Al-Alimi, President of the Presidential Leadership Council, returned to the interim capital, Aden, accompanied by Council member Dr. Abdullah Al-Alimi, Prime Minister Salim bin Breik, and Central Bank Governor Ahmed Ghalib.
In a statement to Saba News Agency, the President praised the tangible progress in economic and financial reforms and the government's measures to sustain monetary and fiscal stability, strengthen revenue collection, and ensure the state's access to sovereign resources. The President expressed full confidence in the government and relevant state institutions to overcome current challenges, ensure the regular payment of salaries, and maintain essential public services.
He also renewed, on behalf of the Council and the government, deep appreciation for the continued support from Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates for the recovery plan and reform program. A source at the presidency confirmed that President Al-Alimi will hold meetings with the government, relevant institutions, and international partners to advance anti-cooperation efforts, stabilize conditions in several governorates, and strengthen regional and international partnerships aimed at enhancing Yemen's security, stability, and peace.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council Tariq Saleh visited the Dubai Air Show 2025 held at Dubai World Central in the United Arab Emirates. During the visit, he reviewed the latest advanced systems and technologies showcased by leading global companies in military and civil aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, and air defense and security systems.
Tariq Saleh also met with the representatives of several exhibiting companies who briefed him on the newest innovations shaping the future of global aviation, particularly in the field of unmanned systems. He commended the exceptional organization of the event and praised the United Arab Emirates' pioneering role in hosting one of the world's most important international platforms in the aviation and defense sectors.
Yemen participated today in the opening of the 11th Conference on Dialogue between Arab and Chinese Civilization, held in Beijing and organized by the International Department of the Communist Party of China and the Arab League. The Yemeni delegation was led by Deputy Chairman of the Shura Council, Dr. Abdullah Abul Ghait.
In Yemen's address to the conference, Dr. Abul Ghait underscored the importance of dialogue in promoting intellectual and cultural exchange among nations, stressing that dialogue remains a vital tool for building bridges for mutual understanding.
Dr. Abul Ghait also highlighted the terrorist practices of the Houthi militia, killings, abductions, and mass displacement, which continue to threaten Yemen, the region, and global security, including the safety of states and international trade routes. He concluded by expressing Yemen's appreciation to the Arab League, the Arab coalition led by Saudi Arabia, and all partner nations supporting Yemen's legitimate institutions and efforts to restore stability.
Yemen's Minister of Defense, Lieutenant General Mohsen Ad-Dairi, attended the opening of the 19th edition of the Dubai Air Show today at Dubai World Central. Held under the theme, "The Future Begins Here," the international event will run until November 21.
The Defense Minister toured various exhibition halls, inspecting the latest innovations in military aviation, advanced air systems, and technical support platforms. On the sidelines of the event, he held several discussions with heads of participating military delegations, focusing on developments in defense cooperation and aviation technologies.
Lieutenant General Ad-Dairi also witnessed a spectacular aerial display featuring a wide range of combat and tactical aircraft, praising the high level of organization and the air show's vital role in showcasing global aviation capabilities and technological progress.
In the interim capital Aden, Yemen's Minister of Industry and Trade, Mohammed Al-Ashwal, held discussions today with a delegation from the European Union and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, focusing on the ministry's priority needs and ways to enhance public-private partnership.
During the meeting, which included senior ministry officials and representatives from the EU and OECD, both sides reviewed key challenges facing the industrial and commercial sectors and explored expanding areas of cooperation.
The minister emphasized the importance of such engagements in improving coordination with international partners, highlighting the severe impact of the Houthi coup on Yemen's economy, including capital fight and attacks on maritime navigation.
For their part, the EU and OECD delegations reaffirmed their commitment to supporting Yemen's economic institutions and expanding cooperation during the next phase. At the end of the meeting, the minister presented honorary shields to the visiting delegation in recognition of their continued support for Yemen's economic recovery.
The Republic of Yemen took part today in Cairo in the official launch of the Arab League's initiative, Solidarity for the Future, supporting scientific research in conflict-affected Arab countries. The Yemeni delegation was led by Minister of Higher Education Dr. Khalid Al-Wasabi. The initiative aims to rehabilitate damaged research centers, improve access to scientific resources, enhance international academic partnerships, and support applied research in areas including food security, public health, and reconstruction.
In his speech, Dr. Al-Wasabi highlighted the severe impact of the war ignited by the Houthi militia on Yemen's educational and research institutions, yet stressed that universities can continue to teach, rebuild, and even establish new institutions despite the devastation.
He expressed deep appreciation for the support of Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Kuwait, from scholarships to rebuilding laboratories and supporting academic staff. Al-Wasabi affirmed Yemen's full readiness to cooperate with the Arab League to transform this initiative into practical programs that rebuild research capacity and sustain scientific development across conflict-affected nations.
Yemen's Minister of Public Health and Population, Dr. Qasim Bouhaybih, inaugurated the second scientific forum on antimicrobial resistance in Aden, organized by the National AMR program in cooperation with government and international partners.
The forum brought together representatives from relevant ministries, institutions, experts, and academics to discuss the national response to antimicrobial resistance, the need for unified national strategy, and best practices for infection control and rational antibiotic use. Participants reviewed new scientific studies, including research on the antibacterial properties of Yemeni honey and plant extracts, as well as alarming patterns of drug resistance pathogens in clinical samples from Shabwa.
Officials from the National AMR program and the World Health Organization highlighted the growing threat posed by the resistance microbes and emphasized the importance of continued partnership, capacity building, and evidence-based policies to safeguard Yemen's public health system.
Yemen today launched its National Child Protection Plan for 2026-2029 in the interim capital, Aden. A major step that coincides with the World Children's Day and reflects the country's renewed commitment to safeguarding its youngest citizens.
Minister of Social Affairs and Labor Dr. Mohammed Azzouri said the plan represents a comprehensive national effort developed with UNICEF and academic experts to build an integrated protection system and combats violence, exploitation and neglect.
The plan requires $351 million to meet the needs of more than 500,000 children across 12 priority governorates, and includes training for 27,000 national staff working in child protection and related sectors. UNICEF praised Yemen's commitment, highlighting the government's continued efforts to strengthen protection services despite ongoing challenges. The plan is expected to serve as a roadmap for long-term improvements in child welfare and institutional capacity nationwide.
In Marib, security authorities aired the third edition of their documentary Sleeping with One Eye Open on Saba Satellite Channel and Yemen TV, unveiling one of the most successful intelligence operations carried out in recent months.
The film details how security forces dismantled a major Houthi spy cell linked to the group's so-called security and intelligence service. Expanded confessions from the cell's members reveal their recruitment process, communication methods, and surveillance techniques used to gather sensitive information on military and security leaders. The documentary also exposes the imminent terrorist operations the cell had been planning across Marib, including bombings and road explosive attacks before being intercepted.
The film highlights the exceptional intelligence achievement that prevented these plots from becoming a reality, underscoring the ongoing covert war waged by Marib security services against Houthi sleeper cells and their continued success in foiling attacks aimed at destabilizing the governorate.
The United Nations Relief and Work Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA, warned that hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians in Gaza are heading into winter without protection and without the basic necessities for survival, as many continue to live in worn-out tents. In a post on X, UNRWA revealed that more than 282,000 homes in Gaza have been destroyed or damaged during the two-year Israeli war, leaving tens of thousands of families with no option but to shelter in makeshift tents as temperatures began to fall.
The agency said the figures are based on data from the Global Shelter Cluster jointly managed by the UNHCR and the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies.
UNRWA added that displaced families are living in overcrowded spaces, facing no privacy, and struggling to access essential services despite ongoing efforts by UN agencies and humanitarian partners to deliver aid to those in desperate need.
This has been the news from Saba Satellite Channel from Marib. Thank you for watching and have a good time.